Throughout the pre-draft process, you're constantly, in my role, talking to as many people as you can and just gathering their information and their opinions on players to just get a sense of where you think players will go off the board and which teams might be interested. I'll just, entirely transparently, most of the feedback from people around the NFL was, yeah, I think there's a pretty good chance he goes in the first round. Maybe he slides into the second round. That was about as negative of feedback that I got. And not that I asked every single person, and clearly if I had, maybe I would have gotten a different answer. But nobody said to me yeah, I think day 3, round 5 sounds about right for Shedeur Sanders. So there are a couple of things that I probably underestimated throughout the process. One is the NFL told us, and there's no mincing words here, that they don't think as much of the player as we did on the outside. They don't see Shedeur as a high-level starting quarterback, maybe even a starting quarterback at all. Potential starting quarterbacks don't last until round 5. On top of that, and this is the part that is admittedly hard to talk about, that they don't want, or they are lower on, or believe that the circle that Shedeur has is more of a problem than we may have communicated during the pre-draft process, right? They made that clear. There's always the bucket of what can you do on the field and the bucket of what are the intangibles, what comes along with investing in this player, and that specter, whatever you want to call all of that, it was too much. And the NFL made that abundantly clear. Yeah, the Browns took him in the 5th round. You can say, well, the Browns liked him. They didn't like him enough to take him as their first quarterback off the board. They took Dylan Gabriel about 50 picks prior to Shedeur Sanders. So there are a lot of lessons that I have learned during this process, specifically about Shedeur Sanders and just the draft. And I think it's a reminder, and not that there will be many kids that have anywhere close to the same profile as Shedeur going forward. As a matter of fact, there's a chance that we don't have anybody like this maybe in your or my lifetime. But the pre-draft process doesn't matter how talented you are, where you're from, what you have around you. If you don't treat it like a 4-month job interview where you are doing everything that you can to sell yourself as an individual and a player to the league, the potential for you to have what I would say is a catastrophic slide is in play, and Shedeur is going to be the poster child for that going forward.